sounds so crazy.
Gosh, there's so many freaking mosquitoes over here. What is the problem?
I know. I got bit on the back of my arm.
Yeah, and I'm getting bit everywhere.
Well, just
Just
maybe you
endure
should
it, man.
just endure it.
Anyways,
Endure it.
welcome back to the Third Dimension. I'm Cruz.
And I'm Bill.
Can you just say your name for once? Are you like dumb?
Dom with a
Good
D-O-M?
Lord.
Spell
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
D-O-M?
Dom. D-O-M.
Are you Dom?
What's your name? It's not. No, it's nothing. It's what is it? It's three
Captain
letters.
Jack Sparrow.
Oh,
Technically
for the love
speaking,
of
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
His name's Max, but he has
Sometimes.
amnesia and he's dumb and he doesn't remember his name.
Yeah.
And that's
you
number
got,
2. That's the second mosquito I got.
Apparently, you just have...
Anyways, so
this is take 2,
This is
day
take
2 of
2.
filming this episode.
yeah. So
Because the
Well,
first time we
it's
got
Sat-
5 minutes
Ow.
and the phone died.
yeah, it's Saturday. Well, it's Friday, so we're gonna be uploading tomorrow. Anyways, so yeah, 5 minutes in, phone died. Didn't realize that, so we filmed an entire episode, and then we got up and we looked at the recording, and didn't record. So,
No, we did the
Part-
whole episode.
part deux.
What?
Yeah. There are so many skeeters. Look how big.
No, those ones in the forest before, those are huge. That was a gallon nipper.
Anyways, a gallon nipper.
Mm-hmm. Those ones hurt so bad. They feel like a horse
Look
fly.
at them. There's
I don't
so
want
many.
to. Why don't you
Gosh.
freaking slap them?
Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah, I got another one.
It's like whack-a-mole, but quit it.
I'm getting them, man. I don't want them near here.
Well,
Anyways,
habitat.
so, if you follow closely, we made a post last week about not uploading because of Hurricane Milton. That being said, the reason we did not, we just left out context for that, but we're addressing that now. So, we didn't upload last week because you were where?
I was in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yeah. So, yeah, Max's grandparents live in St. Pete. I feel like it's national knowledge at this point that Category 4 hurricane hit directly where your grandparents live. So they came up, Monday of last week?
Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah, Monday of last week, and then they left when? Friday? Friday?
Friday.
They left Friday, right? To go back?
No, we left on a Monday. Sunday. Sunday?
That's right.
Monday. Either Sunday or Monday. I can't remember. It's a haze those last couple of days.
But yeah, anyway, so you went down to St. Pete, and how was the ride down there? How'd that go?
It was long. It was nine hours. We were originally going to take the coast and go through Savannah, but we didn't end up doing that because Waze, which is a navigation app for those that don't know.
Can I interrupt? Why don't you just use?
Please do.
Why don't you just use Apple Maps?
Because Waze,
No, I know why you prefer it.
I don't actually prefer
You can play the little games. It's like, hey, there's a little comp, and you get 10 points.
Actually, I don't actually use Waze. I usually use Apple Maps, but my grandmother and my mother and my dad, they're like, you gotta use Waze. It's better.
Yeah, because we used it when we drove down there, but
it's more up to date. And
but
I
it's
was
not.
like,
It's like an older app.
well, the problem was my grandmother.
It's okay
was the
though,
one
because
with
I know
the
you guys are
phone.
watching. You can eat your cake and have it too.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So she had the phone in the back. So she was my co-pilot in the back, which made no sense because Jack was sitting next to me. He does not do technology at all.
Yeah.
So
Did he have his dentures in?
you know what? I really didn't ask, and I didn't.
No,
look
you
at him.
don't need to ask. It would be pretty apparent.
Well, I didn't look at him
At all.
I looked at the road.
Oh.
I'm not like, hello, how are you doing?
Well.
Because we were getting into some heavy morning traffic for the
Morning.
yeah, for the blue collar jobs. People getting up and getting ready to get to work, and so we ended up having to go through Atlanta, and we went through the morning traffic there. I drove through all that, and that was doo-doo.
Look.
I think you missed because there was one on your,
There
on
are
your
so
wee
no.
ankle.
Keep telling the story. I'm gonna sit here like a little deer in headlights and get all these guys.
So we go through Atlanta, super traffic. Everybody hates Atlanta.
Super traffic.
Yep,
What does
I
that
hate
even mean?
Atlanta.
I've never heard that before.
everybody hates Atlanta.
Yeah, I know, but I've never heard the
We'll put a
terminology
T-shirt
super
out
traffic.
that says we hate Atlanta. Not because of Atlanta, but because of Atlanta, because of the traffic, because it's a petri dish of every terrible driver that's ever driven.
Every idiot. If you like Atlanta, You need to.
Then you're a sadist.
You need to die. I'm kidding. That's really insane.
That is really insane.
No,
take it back.
Yeah, I do take it back. No, there's a nice part of Atlanta, but it's like, what?
It's innards.
An acre.
It's
the
innards.
It's like nothing.
It's
the
some
place
of the
that
innards.
We went to, actually.
Yeah, it's where the money is.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And that's not like against anybody who doesn't have money, because
that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that means the same thing.
Yep. Anyway, we went through that, and then I didn't sleep the night before or the night before that, so I was really tired. And so when we got to right before Ocala, I switched off with her.
Is that a part in Georgia?
It's in Florida.
Okay. Wait, so how long did you drive before you switched there? 6 hours?
Like 5.5 or 6.
Wow.
And I could feel my eyeballs start to cross, and so I switched off, and that's when I started texting him. And
may I interject?
Please do.
So, very proud of you for driving 6 hours, but do you remember when we drove down there? And I drove 9 hours and 30 minutes with you, sitting like this, flapping your little feet on the dashboard, trying to drive me insane for almost 10 hours. I mean, you freaking think that your drive was hard.
It was hard because I didn't sleep for 2 nights.
Two
nights I did not sleep.
This guy right here to the right of me.
And also, it's different when you got
mentally insane.
When you have two people who just like lost their house in the car with you, arguing. There's difference. There's difference.
Yeah, but one of them's like.
And also, every single time someone's changing lanes, like, oh,
yeah, pretty much. What? Why did they turn Chinese?
That wasn't Chinese. If you think that's Chinese, then
that sounded like a weird.
You think Chinese people
you know
sound
what?
like that?
I think I'm gonna like go home and
eat
like,
one of the
die.
10,000.
No, there's so many mosquitoes.
Well, how about you just? Oh my God! There's like 2 trying to suck my back.
All right.
What's
that called?
Yeah, you got one right.
Yeah, I know. It freaking hurts, man.
Probably itches, not hurts.
Yeah, look, I've got 2 in the same spot. It's okay. We're going to do this for the content because we love you guys.
Yeah.
And we hate ourselves, so we put ourselves through pain just for content.
What?
I'm kidding.
Anyway, so we got there. They've lived in this house for 31 years. And we got to the house. It was completely destroyed. Roof was off, fiberglass everywhere, mold everywhere. It was a wreck. And so, as you can imagine, there's a lot of tears, a lot of heartache. When I first came to the U.S., that house was one of the first places that I went as a baby. So seeing it like that, with like a little bit of that nostalgic house smell that I grew up with.
Smelling.
With like mold and fiberglass was very sad. But, you know, you kind of have to keep it together for people who are, you're with. So we did. And thank God for all of her friends in her community that came out to help. We had like 25 people come out to help clean up the house. And so that was really great and really nice to see. Nice to see them all come together. Some of those really loud, obnoxious cars that are for attention-seeking people. So, yeah. Anyway, we got it clean. All those people came out to help. I was gonna say the shack. It's a shack now, but the shed where we put all the stuff that you don't put inside, which is usually what a shed is.
I'm glad you explained that for the people that don't know what a shed is used for.
I know.
Because I feel like that's not common knowledge.
No, it's not.
That's
I'm
good.
glad that you understand that. So,
me too.
Yeah. So, the front wall of the shed was.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. So
they're out there.
The front wall of the shed was leaning against the rest of the shed, but it was only held up by like one little thing.
That was insane. So So you sent me this picture the day that you saw that, but with no context, and I was like, oh, he just sent me a bottle of screws, and then you finally added context to the entire roof is getting held by. So like, there's a bottle. So just imagine a shelf against a wall. There is the smallest bottle of screws that. It's like a prescription bottle.
It looks almost like a film canister.
Yeah, it's tilted at like a 60-degree angle.
It's on its axis.
Yeah, and it's literally holding up 100, 200 pounds.
It's holding up the roof. What's left of the roof?
That's insane.
And
that's like when people go out into nature and they make like those crazy intricate like rock, like balancing. That's insane, man.
Yep.
Man.
And so I didn't really want people in there because I didn't know if it falls and like people are gonna get crushed.
You can blame it on the screws though.
Yeah, old Scrooge.
Scrooge?
I was gonna say Scrooge, and then I backed out of it too late, and so it came out as Scrooge.
It's good.
You know.
So okay.
We did that. Got the non-perishables out of the house. So.
And how many people were there to help?
Like 25.
Okay.
There's a lot of people.
Pretty good group of people.
Wow. And yeah, it was sad. It was bittersweet. People are grieving because not only that house, but all the people that were affected by it. You know, all the roads were just had trash everywhere. Parts of houses. They dumped 1 million gallons or pounds or whatever of raw sewage into the Gulf of Mexico.
It's terrible.
So you can't really go in there anymore right now to prepare for the storm and the flooding.
Isn't it sad how much human beings like purposefully destroy the earth?
I don't think it's necessarily purposefully. I think it's you don't care about the consequences of what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's I want to do this and I don't care about the consequences. So I'm just going to dump this.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that's like subconscious human behavior.
I think it's just I don't care and I'm going to do what I want behavior.
Yeah, probably that too. A little bit of both. Anyways,
mostly about money, typically speaking.
Man, think about all the freaking dolphins swimming, and then all of a sudden they're like sucking up poop water, and they're like, "What the crap is this?"
There's gonna be a lot of death in marine
really
life.
That is really sad.
Yeah, a lot of marine life
really
death.
Sad.
It is really sad.
You know, we need to take care of the planet we live on, man. There's only one, and the fact that like. Again, Elon Musk is a great guy, but the fact that people are focusing so much on, we need to inhabit Mars, how about we fix the problem here? Because it's very much reversible. I mean, do you remember during COVID, like literally like the Earth's atmosphere got like 50% healthier in like a span of 3 months? Yep. If we can do that for a year, like, I mean, that blows my mind.
Yep. Well, it's like
just so dumb.
With Elon Musk's thing, and it's this whole space race deal, and it's like...
How about you freaking help something else race?
Well, you want... This is my deal with it, right?
Like,
human beings don't even know how to take care of each other right.
Yeah.
And yet you want to try and move them to another planet.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, you should have like a race towards something that's actually like...
Well, like you should put first things first. Before you put humans on another planet, teach them how to get along with each other better than what we're doing right now. Because frankly, I don't see much that's changed as far as like...
No. Honestly, I feel like it's gotten worse.
I don't think it's gotten worse. It's just gotten subtler. Like, people won't come out and say they hate you to your face now, or they won't.
Worse as in, like, there's a lot less transparency. It's kind of like...
It's hidden.
Because
it's lies and deceit and that kind of
there's
stuff.
a lot of, I mean, I can confidently say that a lot of people's lives are online now. So you can say a bunch of crap behind the screen and then, like, see you in person. You're like, hey, how you doing? They're like, well, you call me this and that. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yep.
Like, wow, okay.
A lot of...
You can go freaking sit on a tree or something.
Yep.
It's dumb.
There's a lot of cowardice.
Yeah.
But there is always hope, which is important.
This is true. It's very true.
I think that's one of the most remarkable things about human beings is their capacity for hope and for perseverance. So as long as there are people who see those things, there's always hope. And you got to hold on to that. So
yeah.
And that's what gets you through those dark times too, right? It's with my grandmother and her seeing the destruction of her house and just seeing the destruction in her park and her community and her state. That can be that is very crushing for people, and so there has to be some sort of lifeline out of that. It's like if you just stay in that, you'll just sink and you drown in it, and so there has to be something or someone that you can hold on to that's like, no, this is not the end. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and you have to keep going. You can't just, if you stop in the darkness, you sink like a bog. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's very true.
It was definitely
wise words.
Yeah, it was definitely a hard visit. I'm glad I went though. Friends of our family they are family. They're their family.
Friends are a family?
Of our family.
Oh, okay, you said that really fast. Sound like something different.
No. They didn't lose their house, but they had extreme flood damage, and they have to gut the whole thing, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
They came and they got her stuff out of her house first, like the most important stuff. So I was incredibly thankful for them.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So that being said, our hearts go out to everybody that's affected by Helene and Milton, because that's like a once in a lifetime kind of weather event, and the fact that they both happened in a span of 2 weeks is, I feel like that's kind of unheard of. You know? That's so it's kind of wild. But anyways, what were you saying?
Yeah, it was what it was, and yeah, we got through it. I flew back. Met a very interesting woman on the flight who, her father had done set design and set work for Titanic and several other movies, and
Wow.
she was really cool. She was actually a therapist. So we talked about acting, and when I talked about someone being a key grip and stuff, she's like, "Yep," that is, like, she understood all of it.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Usually when I talk to people, they don't know any of those words, so it's nice to talk
Yeah.
to someone who knows what that is."
Yeah, it's always nice.
So yeah, it was really cool. She was neat, and she had been on sets with like Demi Moore and and like some big name people.
Yeah.
And because sets we've been on, the food was not horrible.
You know, Jimmy John's is pretty acceptable.
Well, there wasn't a lot of food.
Yeah. Well,
It was always,
it's for what?
it was pro bono.
less than
That's why
20
there wasn't.
people.
The budget was tight.
Yeah.
But the thing she was talking about, like, there was chef on site and huge catering, and she's
Yeah.
like, the food was super great, and I was like, oh.
That'll be nice when the day comes.
So she was super cool to talk to. But anyway,
Yeah.
got back. It was freaking cold, and
yeah, it's been getting real cold here, man.
I
Went
noticed
from
that.
that's just classic southern weather. Goes from 82, and in a span of 3 days, a high of 45.
Yep.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
It is. It's
But-
called being bipolar.
That's true. Got bipolar weather. But anyways, just to touch a little more on Max's grandparents, we should be down there soon. I will be with him next time, so we're gonna try to the best of our abilities to document like what's going on, and maybe post some short clips or whatever, just to like kind of give context to what we're doing. If we don't post a podcast that week or something, just keep the community updated. And yeah, so, and also they have a GoFundMe. We're gonna put that in the description box below. So anybody who's watching this, if you guys could go help them out, that'd obviously be very much appreciated by us, and tenfold by them. So that'd be cool. And also, again, like, I know I could probably confidently say hundreds of thousands of people that are displaced. So again, like, helping out, a part of his family is kind of giving to the cause in a sense. So, are you okay?
Sorry, there's like 5
Yeah, this is
mosquitoes
really-
on me. Anyway, yes, no,
and wait, no, say what you're gonna say.
No, keep going. I was just gonna say I agree with what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, and then we also have our first piece of extra
a comedy
content.
sketch.
Yeah, we have extra content coming out. Hopefully next week on Friday. We just kind of wanted to make something that was really funny and stupid, just to make the whole situation about the weather very lighthearted and funny, and kind of redact some
It's
terrible
if
things.
you are
like
if you
old
know
YouTube.
early YouTube, this is more akin to early YouTube type sketches.
Yeah.
So low budget.
Very low budget, as in no budget.
Low
Yeah.
budget, no budget.
Actually, wait. $25.
Yeah, $25 budget.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, that would be a pretty good production company name.
Yeah.
But they would make
$25
terrible.
budget.
But like the paradox is they make like really good stuff.
Exactly.
So I mean, is there any more announcements that you want to make?
No, they have the GoFundMe, so we'll put that in the description, like you said. And whenever we do go back, I'm sure they'll have taken a lot of the trash out of the entire state by that point.
Yeah, well,
But
I hope so.
just for the park, the
And
community
hey,
that
while
she's
you're at
in.
it, go ahead and dump it in the ocean too.
Well, no. So do you know how much it costs that
Yeah,
park?
it's like hundreds of millions or something.
No. Just her community. It cost them $80,000 to get rid of just the limbs.
The community
and stuff.
paid for it, or was it like
The community paid for it,
Oh.
but a lot of
That's
the
really
citizens
dumb.
in Florida there, they have to pay for their trash removal themselves, and that's like $5,000.
that is so dumb.
Yep, and flood insurance is going to go up, and hurricane wind damage insurance is going to go up.
Like, isn't it sucky that the prettiest places on Earth are like the most expensive?
Supply and demand.
like, yeah, well, it's like flood insurance. Like, I know that's a thing, but isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Like, you need to live in an area that you pay insurance for like natural disasters because it's so.
It's like health insurance, right?
Yeah.
The great thing about health insurance
Like,
is that you get to, if you don't use it, you get to pay a lot of money, and if you use it, you get to pay a lot of money, and if you don't have it, you have to pay a lot of money.
But they also never give you any money.
Yeah, that's why I said no matter what, you're paying a lot of money.
Yeah, insurance is great.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Gosh.
That was uncontrollable. I don't know what just happened.
I do. You burped.
Help.
So yeah, that was the adventure, and we're back now, so we'll be getting back onto our normal scheduling. No more breaks.
Yeah. Also, because this is going to be posted tomorrow at 12 p.m., which is Saturday, October 19th. We apologize for the late upload. Technical difficulties because I'm an idiot. And that's that. Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
It's good. Yeah, we just want to make this episode short and concise because we're doing more stuff next week. We just wanted to give you guys some content, some life updates.
Gosh, I've got an itchy ankle.
Oh, my Lord.
They're tiger mosquitoes is what it is.
Tiger skeeters?
Yeah.
Oh, because they got little stripies on their little thing?
Yep. And actually, dengue fever, there's been an outbreak of dengue fever in Florida. Don't know if you knew that.
Dengue?
Dengue fever.
That was your nickname in high school, isn't it?
No, dingy.
Look, it's dengue.
Dingy.
Right. Anyways,
sayonara.
Yeah, stay safe. I love you guys. Please like and comment and subscribe. And click the bell for notifications because we're going to be uploading every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, no more breaks. We're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, and we should be rolling out more content soon. So, and again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Later on the Minjays.